After a grave setback in just concluded assembly elections, the Samyukt Kisan Morcha, a farmers' platform that fiercely opposed the Bharatiya Janata Party, will hold its first deliberations in the national capital on March 14 to discuss the future plans, especially to restart its agitation, people who are aware of the development said. While the analysts say the SKM faces an uphill task, now a member of the group's decision-making panel said the farmers' goals were not about just one set of elections, although it widely campaigned to defeat the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. In Belvedere, Uttar Pradesh, the BJP blunted the massive farmers' uprising, comfortably winning a re-election, although with a slightly lower tally. The polls in the state were centerpiece of wide attention because, as India's most populous state, it influences national political trends. Whatever party is in power, our agitation will continue till our demands are met. I don't want to talk about the UP elections. It's over, but 100% the agitation will continue. I am with SKM, said Rakesh Tikait, leader of Bharatiya Kisan Union, a farmers' group, and a key face of the agitation. Karnataka Chief Minister Bommai debunked the reports of discontent within the state BJP unit, saying that there was no question of anyone from BJP defecting to other parties. Speaking to media, CM Bommai said, "I can tell you categorically that no one from our party will defect to other parties. As for anyone from other parties hopping into BJP, just wait and see." CM Bommai said that the BJP state executive meeting would be held on March 30 and 31st. The meeting will deliberate and decide on the proposed state tour of leaders and all other issues, Bommai said. The Chief Minister ruled out the possibility of an early election in Karnataka. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Sunday named Shatrughan Sinha as TMC's candidate for Bipol to Asansol parliamentary seat and Babul Supriyo as nominee for Baligunge Assembly by-election. Happy to announce on behalf of All India Trinamool Congress that Shri Shatrughan Sinha, former Union Minister and famed actor, will be our candidate in Lok Sabha by-election from Asansol, the TMC chief tweeted. Shri Babul Supriyo, former Union Minister and noted singer, will be our candidate in Vidhan Sabha by-election from Baligunge, she wrote. The Asansol Lok Sabha seat fell vacant after Mr. Supriyo, a two-time BJP MP, quit the Saffron Party last year and joined the TMC. India on Sunday said that the country's embassy in Ukraine would be moved to Poland because of the rapidly deteriorating security situation. The embassy had been functioning from an office in Kiev located some 70 km from the Polish border after Indian officials moved out of the capital Kiev following the evacuation of a majority of Indian nationals from Ukraine last week. In view of rapidly deteriorating security situation in Ukraine, including attacks in the western parts of the country, it has been decided that the Indian embassy in Ukraine will be temporarily relocated in Poland, the External Affairs Ministry said in a statement. The situation will be reassessed in the light of further developments, the statement added. India is stepping closer to setting up an alternative payment system to maintain its trade with Russia, identifying a potential bank as a top panel examining the issue recommended prioritizing edible oil and fertilizers imports as well as payments owed to India, an official aware of the development has said. The top interministerial panel has been tasked with scrutinizing the impact of barrage of economic sanctions imposed by the West on Russia on India's economy. It is led by Economic Affairs Secretary Ajay Seth and includes the Ministries of Food and Consumer Affairs, Fertilizers, Commerce, External Affairs and Petroleum. The sanctions have already impacted developed and emerging economies alike, devaluing many currencies, including the rupee, firing up oil prices, disrupting supply chains, and heightening worries of inflation, which erodes households' income.